Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I am so glad that everybody is here, and I am so glad that you are watching my content, and I am so hopeful that you are getting enjoyment or joy or humor out of it. And I really love doing these, and every bit of feedback that I get has been so positive and so wonderful, and I am so appreciative and so grateful for everybody who has subscribed and who has commented and liked and shared my videos. Thank you so very much. So here we are. This was really cool. This is a piece of paper that you get to punch out that leaf, and I thought that was neat. This is the Stuart, Florida store. We went for a drive this weekend. This is the Stuart, Florida store, and they had a lot of beautiful papers. Some of them are paperweight, some of them are cardstock weight, some of them are single-sided, some of them are double-sided. They had two that were embellished with gold. Just beautiful papers in the store, absolutely beautiful papers in the store. And in that last little bit, one of the last things that you saw was chipboard cutouts. So it's cutouts that are done on chipboard, not on paper. So you have this thicker dimensional item that you can add to your card or your memory books or whatever you're using those for, the junk journals or journaling or anything like that. Really great selection of paper. And this is a great paper, but that particular image of it does not show its full beauty. I'll show it again later when you see the full beauty of it. Oh my gosh. And this store had some stuff for baking, like those little scoops that you see, and the bottle set that I showed you earlier. There is that one resin mold for the diamond, but that was the only resin mold that I saw in this store. And in all honesty, I don't think I saw anything else for resin in this store. They did have some Heidi Swap letters, and they had some other pens and markers. And this box is interesting because there were several places in the store where they had boxes that just collected things. I pulled this out of the box to the right. There were many of them, and it said it was a pouring marker thing. So apparently it's for putting metallic color on what you pour. And that sheet of lined acetate, I believe, was made by Brazil, and it was only $1/4. That's incredible. Found New Orleans. So in this, I've found hockey, I think I found ballerina, I have found New Orleans, and I think I found Las Vegas, but I don't think I put that video up yet. Also, if the boxes are sealed, most of them are labeled really well. Queen cake! Oh my gosh! I would love for somebody to buy this and make a queen cake and put it up on my Facebook group so that you can see it, so that everybody can oogle and ogle at the beautiful queen cake. And the link to the Facebook group is in the description of this video if you would like to join the Chatty Crafty Facebook group and become a part of the guild that way as well. I did ask for a name for people to come up with what we would call our group, and the guild was accepted, and I think I'm just going to stick with Chatty Crafty Guild. I think that's just perfect. So we're all members of the guild, and we're going to help each other learn and grow and get new ideas and see new things and try out new things and encourage each other and lift each other up. And that's just what I hope we do for each other and with each other in this community that's being built around this little channel here. Beautiful stickers. This one did have the fondant mix, and it had something that I hadn't seen in anywhere but one other store. The Castleberry store had some of the Moxie glitter, and this is the only other place that I've seen Moxie glitter, and this was a different color set that they had in the Castleberry store. So I now have 2 sets of the colors of the Moxie glitter glue stuff that they have. I only found that one sheet of stamps, so they must have been somewhere else in here. Here we are with the paper. The back side of these butterflies, I loved it. Those classic cameras, those beautiful classic cameras, loved it so much. This is a Project 52 set, and it's really heavy, and I believe that was $3, and that's a really good price for one of these Project 52 boxes. And more of these stickers. I knew where they went, so I went and put them back in the box. They actually had 2 boxes of them. If you saw, there's another box of them right there. But some of these papers were just unbelievably gorgeous. They do have the Ultra Blend water markers, but I did find them in another place, so they'll come back again. That blue holly paper is so gorgeous, and if it had been cardstock, I would have definitely bought it. This is the first time that I've seen the supersized cutting mat, and they wanted $10 for it at this store. I don't know if that's how much they've been at the other stores, but that's the first time I've seen the supersized one, and it was really a nice size. It was probably 2 feet by 3 feet. More of the Halloween Heidi Swap accoutrements and adornments, and then they had these beautiful little, this is a 2-pack of journals actually, and it was gorgeous, and it had a little pen with it, and the happy birthday paper. If I don't show it here, I show it later. There were so many beautiful papers in this store. Oh my goodness gracious, and so many different weights of paper in this store. Just Gorgeous. That was the yellow flowers was the backside of that. They did have the zig glue pens. Yay, unicorn again. So I found the unicorn twice. This store, I only saw the little squeeze bulb one. So they only had the fine tip one at this store. So either they were somewhere else and I didn't see them, or that's the only one they got. This is such beautiful vellum. And now look how much more beautiful it is. Oh my gosh. I didn't realize it was gold embellished until I turned it over. So pretty. So, so pretty. And this shows the effect of that gold paper so much better, because you can see that not the entire surface of it is colored gold. So there are places that it's got the decoration, but it's not embellished with gold. And then there's places where it is embellished with gold, and it's so pretty. And this concerns me so much. That table right there was blocking the path between the craft table and the Halloween table, and it had Christmas stuff on it. And I am so concerned that these craft tables, these dollar craft tables, are going to go away and they're going to be replaced by Christmas, because Christmas takes up a lot of retail space. And the items that they have, I'm just so concerned that they're just going to get binned, because you saw the box of New Orleans Jolie scrapbooking stickers. How many people in Stuart, Florida are going to want to buy Jolie New Orleans scrapbooking stickers? I mean, they're not going to sell them all there. That's just not feasible to think that it's going to happen. And I'm just so concerned that they're going to be binned, because that would be such a waste of resources, and that would be such a waste of crafting materials, especially since it's getting harder and harder to get them, because so many companies that make these things are closing down. And we've got 4 different closeouts and 4 different buyouts going on in Ollie's right now, and I'm just so concerned. Okay, moving on back to the stuff. The Halloween stickers that you saw a while back, they were gorgeous, but they were $1 a piece, so I didn't buy any of them. I thought this was interesting, because this is the second store that I've seen that set of stamps in. The tub to make my paper. I'm getting so close to having everything that I need to use to make my paper. And here was the extra Arteza Ultra Blend water markers that I said I saw. Beautiful. I haven't tested that set out, but I'm assuming it's going to be just as wonderful as the test that I did test out. I mean, the set that I did test out. This plant stand I've been looking at for a while, and I thought it'd be really cool to do some decorations on, but I wouldn't do a wet decoration on it. It didn't seem sturdy enough to stand up to that. And this I love. It's a book that's got all the materials that you need to make 2 projects. You've got a choice of all the different projects that you can make, and then once you get done with that, you still have the book. So if you buy more of the thread and more of the canvases, you can make even more of them. And I thought that was really cool, and that would be sustainable, because you just keep using the book over and over and over again. Unicorns! Look, I actually found unicorns. Yeah, I cracked myself up. And then I found this, and I thought this was really cool, because it's got a lot of different Disney characters that go back ways. I mean, that one had Winnie the Pooh on it, and that was just amazing to see some of the older characters as well as the newer characters. More painted rocks kits, and I have seen painted rock kits in almost every store that I go into, but this one had a lot of different ones, and they were really cool to look at. I hadn't seen the Christmas one before, and the Christmas one even says that you can do it with 2 people, because there's enough materials for 2 people to do it. And I thought that was a neat little thing. You and your significant other, your best friend, 2 kids, whoever out on a date, you could do that, and it would be so much fun. And then they had this one, which I had not seen at another store before, and I thought that one was really cool as well. But I thought it was a neat idea to have a date where you paint rock scissors. They did have some of the pouring medium, but it was way in the back on the bottom shelf. So I pointed it out to you if that's something that you're going to go to the Stuart, Florida store to get. This HD coloring kit, it's got pre-shaded coloring sheets. And so you get some really beautiful effects on there. And then this embroidery for a year. Every time I see this, I just think it's the most amazing idea. I wish I were into the fiber arts and the fiber crafts, because I'm not, but I think that would be something really cool to document an entire year using that. And then we've got some, say it with me, Science Fair Project. That was the only set of Science Fair Project stickers I saw in this store. They did have some of the punches, and they had the ones that we've seen over and over and over again, and I believe they were $5 in this store. I finally found the paint sticks again for $1.29 after seeing them for $1.99 and $2.99. I haven't tested them yet. I will be doing that in one of my lives, so watch out for that one to come up. And they had the not only the Learn to Knit kit, and they also had the paper petals. I don't remember seeing yarn in this store, so maybe this is one that doesn't have yarn. And look at the beautiful thing that you can do a paint by numbers on. That is a beautiful, gorgeous image. I don't know where it was, if there were any others. I only saw that one hanging on the pegboards. So they may have only had that one. Again, with the perler caps, and they have more of the Singer things. But that stitch guide that I showed earlier that I was talking about something else over, that was really cool and new. And of course, the obligatory red foil cricket. Hello, so this is this week's giveaway prize. Before I go any further, I just want to say, please, if you enter to win this, please, next Sunday, please, make sure that you check the video next Sunday, October 19th, to find out whether or not you were the winner. Because I only have one prize, and if it doesn't get claimed, it's not going to be given away. And everybody who enters and really wants to win this is going to be upset if the person who wins never checks and verifies that they were the winner and claims their prize. Now that I've said that, this is the prize. It's just this nice little tool set from Michael's, or from Recollections brand, which is sold at Michael's. I bought it from Ollie's. This is the material that it has in it. In order to enter the giveaway, it's super easy. Just go to the description of this video and you can read the rules for the giveaway, but in the description there's also a link to the giveaway form. The giveaway form asks you to verify that you are a resident of the United States of America or one of her territories, and that you are 18 years of age or older. And it asks for the name that you use to log in on YouTube, and it asks you to create a 6-character alphanumeric code. That 6-character alphanumeric code is extremely important. The instructions on how to do it correctly are in the form. Make sure you read and understand that. If you have any questions, by all means drop a comment. I'll be more than happy to explain it. But that code is what you're going to use to verify that you're the winner when you fill out the winner's form. So you make that code, write it down, take a picture of it, screenshot it, I don't care, but make sure that you have that code with you. So if you win, when you fill out the winner's form, you'll fill out that code again, and that code will tell me that you are you, because nobody else is going to have your code. When I send you the email asking for your address, I will use that code as the subject of the email, so you know that I am me, because nobody else is going to be able to see your code. So if you get an email that says you're the winner and it doesn't start as the subject of the email with your 6-character alphanumeric code, that is a scam. Delete it, get rid of it, don't answer it, don't click on any links in it. It's a scam, or it's, spam or whatever. The email that you get from the authentic me, the authentic Chatty Crafty, is going to have your 6-character alphanumeric code as the subject of your email. And then you will tell me where you want me to send it, and I will send it to you, and that's all there is to it. If you would like to also comment on this video, I would love that, but it's not a requirement. Subscribing, again, I would love it, not a requirement. Turning on notifications, absolutely, totally appreciative of it, not a requirement. The only thing that's required to enter is to go to the link and click on the form, or click on the link to the form and fill it out correctly. If you don't fill it out correctly, you're not going to be entered. So that's it. That's all you need to do. And good luck to everybody who enters. And I hope that the person who wins claims it. So back to the walkthrough. And just to reiterate, please, if you enter, please check next Sunday to find out if you win. And I would appreciate that. And I'm sure the rest of the guild would as well. Back to the pegboards. They had 2 different color sets of these pre-mixed pouring paints. Those were in a separate place as well. The paint sticks were in 2 different places in this store. And the rest of this is stuff that we've seen over and over and over again. So I'm just giving you a nice little pan and scan of the area of the items on the pegboard. There was one set of pens that I've seen only in a couple of places, and they're these really fine ocean ones. Somebody told me to look out for the Arteza Ink Tonic line ballpoint pens, and I have not found them yet. I'm looking. These 2 colors are beautiful for classic Christmas. Those are just gorgeous Christmas colors, and they're the bumpy ones. They're the paper that are bumpy on one side and they're smooth on the other. And this store actually had, I believe, 5 different colors of the bumpy smooth paper, and that's more colors than I've seen in any store. This is a pile. Like I said, these boxes they just collect things. And it was almost as if the store had put these boxes around for people to put stuff in so that they would be collected and they would be sequestered in an area on a shelf. This paper pad, oh my gosh, oh, I finally found one. This is one of those paper pads that has coordinating solid colors and prints, and this one had one sheet of gold paper in it as well. But I finally found one for $1. That one was only $1. Usually they're $5. They had one pack of the Astro Designs metallic paper. That's the only pack of Astro Designs that I saw in the entire store. So I'm either they only got a few or somebody came through and grabbed as many as they could but missed that one particular pack. Premium construction paper, beautiful stuff. This is another color of that bumpy smooth paper that they have. And they had several journals that I thought were pretty, so I wanted to highlight some of them. This one was a planner, actually, not a journal. But I did want to highlight some of them because I thought they were amazing and beautiful and wonderful. And of course, I'm going to highlight all of these things because I don't, like I said, I don't gatekeep. If I see a craft that I think is cool or an item that I think is cool, I'm going to show it to you, whether it's a craft I do or not. And that shaped journal was neat. I love the text on this one. I really do. I think that's just a beautiful sentiment. Truly, truly a beautiful sentiment. And this planner was gorgeous. You can't really see the ombre nearly as well through the plastic as it was when it was in person. Oh, gorgeous. And this Ollie's also had a lot of stuff for teachers, like these dry erase boards that you can do fractions on one side, and then it's got addition and subtraction that you can fill in the blanks on the other side for practice. And oh my gosh, $8. This was only $8 for 16 9x12 dry erase boards. That is a classroom set working in pairs for dry erase boards to have any sort of automatic answer, quick response, voting, anything like that you can do on those whiteboards. Those things are so amazingly useful in a classroom. They did have some of the Joann's vinyl, and some of them were glitter, and they were beautiful. This orange is iron-on vinyl, and I really thought about buying some so that I could use it as vinyl in my Halloween cards, but I decided against it at the end. They did have the green cricket. I'm sorry, this is such a weird angle because I'm trying very hard. The shelf was like 5.5 feet tall and those boxes were on top of the shelf. So I got the phone like way up above my head trying to see what was in those boxes. Beautiful cards. And they had a set of cards in here that I hadn't seen anywhere, and I thought it was a really cute idea. It's this one, but this one's not a complete set. Don't buy this one because this one doesn't have everything that you're supposed to have, but it's a card that's got an insert that has a pocket. So you can stick things in the pocket and then insert it into the card. And I thought that was a really cute little way of doing things. And I thought that was a really neat idea. And I have to be honest, I'm probably going to incorporate it into some of my greeting cards. These are Frank Lloyd Wright postcards. And oh my gosh, a friend of mine lives in a Frank Lloyd Wright house. And her house is just phenomenal. She's got a garden in the middle of her house and a lemon tree in the middle of her garden. I just can't even. It is so, so amazing. So I had to point that out because I love Frank Lloyd Wright architecture. And these are images from pictures that are from travel around the world, other little accoutrements, but there's another one of those catch-all boxes. So one or two items, if they only have one or two items, they seem to end up in these catch-all boxes around the store. I don't know if the store did that intentionally or if the shoppers were doing that just by happenstance, but I thought it was a neat idea instead of having like piles of things not where they belong. Not everything was well organized, but I would give this store like a 9 out of 10 on organization. They did a really fine job. This little gold tape dispenser, beautiful, so cute. And then this is another pack for teachers, and this is a whole big pack, and it's marked out that it's supposed to be sold individually. So they're selling the whole pack, and I believe it was $4. And that would be a great study guide or a great homeschooling set or a great set for kindergarten, first, second grade. Beautiful stuff. The wood pieces were the same wood pieces that we've seen just about everywhere else. They didn't have anything really unique or different like in some of the other stores. They've had really unique and different and cool things, but this one didn't. They were just your standard run-of-the-mill wood pieces, but I did want to point them out. And then across the hall, they had this larger whitewashed one, which I thought was pretty interesting. And then there's another one of these little catch-all boxes. And this little catch-all box had the cutest set of stickers in it. Oh my gosh, I loved them so much. But, you know, they're cats, and I love cats. So there they are, the cute little set of stickers. But just little catch-all boxes everywhere around the store that you can sit there and look through things and find what you're looking for, or maybe luck into something that somebody had left behind, and it just ended up in the catch-all box. And this, I wanted this so bad to go with my paper making stuff, because this is like, it's a template where you can make tags and stuff, but it makes an A2 envelope. Oh my gosh, a recycled, reclaimed, handmade A2 envelope to go with my cards would have been awesome, but they wanted $10 for it. And I've got every other item that I've gotten for the paper making things for $2 and $3. I even bought one of those tubs for $3, and I couldn't bring myself to spend $10 on it. And if I don't find it again, you know I'm going to be kicking myself for not buying it. But I consciously decided not to buy that in this store. I loved some of their Halloween decorations. I loved some of the things that they had. These are beautiful. They're high quality, but they're more expensive than Dollar Tree, but they will last longer than Dollar Tree. So it's kind of a trade-off, whether you want to spend a higher price at Ollie's for something that'll last longer, or a lower price for something at Dollar Tree that won't last as long. It's a trade-off that you have to decide on. You do you. You be your own authentic self. And the most amazing thing, it's coming. Oh. It was so amazing and cool. Anyway, thank you so very much, everybody who has liked and subscribed and shared and turned on the notifications and done all of that other stuff. My channel does have memberships now, and my channel does have supers as well, if you choose to participate in those. Honestly, just being present and kind and watching my videos and liking and subscribing and sharing, those are what really mean the most to me, and those are what I am most grateful for. I won't turn down the supers and the memberships, but I really just appreciate everybody spending time with me. Thank you so much. Cheers and happy crafting.